Welcome to Metals Investment Forum Backstage Interview. I'm here with Lakewood Exploration CEO, Morgan Lekstrom. Morgan, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Chen.
Yeah, the Lakewood is a new name to a lot of investors. You recently IPO. Can you describe a little bit history of this company and why did you join them? And also maybe a little bit about your experience as well.
Sure, yeah. So Lakewood IPO'd in May this year. We brought in the Silver Hammer Mining Group. So that's where we acquired our Silver Strand asset from. The capital markets and mining folks that put that together recruited me to join the team at that time. And it was an exciting opportunity to join a newly formed silver company with the vision of not only large exploration payoff, but near-term production potential and acquisition. So when we formed the company, we brought in the Silver Strand asset in the prolific Silver Valley in Idaho, so much potential there. And then we ended up getting a hold of these two Nevada assets, which only added to our portfolio. So from inception to now, it's been really exciting. The reason I joined the company was it's just an opportunity to build a silver mining company. And we take it as such. My background leans heavily towards building mines. I've worked all over the world with companies like Freeport-McMoRan in Indonesia. I've worked on the Oyu Tolgoi complex in Mongolia. I spent time in Ghana and West Africa with Golden Star Resources. I've spent time with Sabina Gold and Silver in the Arctic. So I have a wide range of experience, and it allows us to look at this in a quite different way than just from a geology or just from a mine builder standpoint or just a marketing standpoint. It allows us to really pull all three together.
All right, great, excellent. So, and again, it's a past producer. I've been to the project a couple of months ago where we met, and it seems to be the structure very well maintained, and the tunnel go all the way in the mountain. And it seems ready to get back to work, get back to production again.
Yeah, I mean, for us, there was some rehabilitation work that had to happen. We had that happen. We finished 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Just remember, we only got this property in June, or in May. So having this rehabilitation work done, we put in a new drill cuddy, stepped it out further from the ore body. So as far as production potential, we want to expand that ore body down at depth and on width extension. And then as we're doing that, we want to come up with meaningful production metrics and the ability to produce at a higher volume than was in the past. So it's really interesting in the fact that now we have that 5.5 kilometer land package, and we've seen mineralization on surface. As you said, we've been underground. We've seen strong mineralization underground and high grades underground from the past producing areas. So we're really excited to drill it in the near future here in the next, let's say, couple of days, and also exploration along that entire complex area.
Okay, excellent. Can you tell us a little bit history about this project? When I've been there, I was told it was split by two different groups. So that's why it was dormant for so many years. And you seem to be first time in the past decade to put all the package together. That's allow it to go back to production. I mean, first you're going to explore first.
Yeah, absolutely. So Silver Strand mine was originally mined in the 1970s, 60s and 70s. It was in production, albeit it had low tonnage, high grade production. It was put back into production by a company called New Jersey Mining in the 2000s. And like you mentioned, Chen, they never had that consolidated land package. So their focal point was really on Silver Strand itself. New Jersey is a gold focused company. So they really went away from Silver Strand. They didn't have the ability to explore along that whole land area all the way up to the burnt cabin mine in the complex. So it was so focal that it didn't make sense for them to keep it. And they let it go dormant. And we were able to pick it up, consolidate that package of those different parties together, which had never been done before. So we have an amazing land guy in the background that's based in Coeur d'Alene. He did a fantastic job for us, helping us consolidate that, get all the claims under one banner, which is now our Lakewood banner, and allows us a lot of flexibility and ability to see what's going on surface. you got to remember a lot of these areas have never been explored because they're really inaccessible. And now with the new forestry roads going in, we're seeing outcroppings on surface that we're able to sample. So there's a whole swath of potential in that area that was never realized before.
Excellent. I've been to the area. I saw the outcrop, and then went down in the deep in the mountain, and the infrastructure seemed to very good shape. You know, we can literally walk into the tunnel. It seems to me, I talked to the geo there. They found not just silver, also a lot of gold. Usually means it's high in the system. That means when you go down, you could find a lot more plus base metal.
Yeah, so traditionally in the areas, mines like Sunshine, they're also in the Revit formation. Their veins have produced up to 90 million ounces per vein. So you're right in saying that we are higher in the formation. And what that means is we do have that gold credit. And when I say gold credit, people generally go, what's that mean? And what it means is as we get into production, we have the ability to produce gold as well. And it's significant. We've got the average grade out of underground of 5 grams a ton silver. I mean, that's as good as most underground mines get. So that's a real positive for us. We think that goes down a couple 100 meters, obviously, right now until confirmed. That's speculation. But from the geology standpoint, our geologists are very confident that it goes down at depth. And then the silver values traditional to the area get better and better with depth and wider as the veins go.
Oh, excellent. So when are we going to see some drilling result? When do you plan to drill the area and investor can get some results back from the company?
Absolutely. Drills are mobilizing right now. Surface drilling is happening very soon in the next day or two. And you will see more announcements on that. The underground drill mobilization is also happening. So we're underway mobilizing through a company called NIS. And they're local to the Idaho area as well. They have operations in Nevada as well. So we're mobilizing surface and underground to kick off this 2,700 meter program.
Excellent. Recently, you also acquired a very high-grade historical historical mining asset in Nevada. Can you describe of that? And you tell us what's the potential of that?
So the potential of the Nevada assets is massive for us. You know, we talk about Silver Strand being a potential tier 1 asset. These two other assets we picked up, the Eliza complex and the past producing Silverton complex, they're both in historic past producing mining areas, extremely high grade areas. The Eliza complex hosts the California mine, which produced 5,600 to 18,700 grams a ton silver. This was all in the 1800s. No modern exploration has been done to it. This is on the south side of what's called the Eberhard Fault. If you remember, the north side was Treasure Hill. That's that 40 million ounces in the 1800s produced, the largest silver rush in the United States at the time. So that south side, no modern geological work has been completed. No modern geophysics, geochemistry, all these new techniques that have been developed have never been implemented here. And we're seeing some really positive results out of those areas. And we've announced chip samples from surface, from outcrops of 1,500 plus grams a ton of silver. And we're doing a systematic sampling and geology program right now on the Eliza project, and then moving down to our Silverton project. But I want to remind everyone that the Silverton project and the Southern project in that package that we picked up also hosts a gold system that is in the same rock formation as Round Mountain. It's an unwelded tuff. It's 0.2 to 0.7 grams per ton in a very large, easy to access area. So we're really excited for that. The past producing Silverton mine had 933 grams a ton of silver as well. So, you know, it fits our portfolio. 3 potential tier 1 assets, past producing high grade mines.
Excellent. That will put you to the hunt for majors. Once you discover that, the project, what's your plan? You want to bring them into production with your back experience, or you maybe partner out one of those, or what's your plan going forward?
Our plan right now is to explore these using modern technology, drill them when we have the meaningful drilling targets, which is in very short order. And yeah, absolutely. As the mine builder type, I want to put these into production and eventually build a silver mining company. That's our goal.
Oh, excellent, Morgan. Looks like you have a lot of news in the coming months. Congratulations to acquire all these potentially world-class assets. I hope to hear more from you soon.
Thanks, Chen, and thanks for having us. I'd like to remind everyone our stock ticker is LWD on the CSE and LWDEF on the OTC.